Hello, it's Matthew Havertz here. I am here at Utah State. This is where I work and do school, and I'm really excited to be sharing some things that I'm learning in school, that I have learned in school. I am in a class right now where I've developed some curriculum on how to teach people to make videos. My undergraduate degree is in video production, and I'll show you some examples of videos that I've made, but I want to teach you how to make a video from beginning to end and then share it with some interactive platforms, including augmented reality. So here is an example of using the augmented reality. And then watch what happens. Do you see her? Do you see her moving?
Tomorrow we're gonna have our
And I can bring it down. I can bring it up. I can move the picture frame.
And they've been checking her growth and checking her fluid levels, and things look okay, but she's...
So there we go. It looks like something straight off of Harry Potter or science fiction. So isn't that cool? That's my daughter in there, and that's me holding the phone. I posted this video a couple days ago, and it's actually easier to do than you think. And I know that a lot of you are probably thinking, I can't do this, I don't have the expertise, this is too technical, but it really isn't. And so again, what I want to show you is how to do this. And we're going to start with the very beginning of the process, shooting a video, to the very end, sharing it, editing in between. If you want to make a video that's a little bit more technical, it'll go through everything on that. If you want to make a video that is, or I should say, if you already know how to make videos and you just want to use the augmented reality features, then you can just join in for that part as well. There's so much to say. Let me give you an example really quickly of someone who's using augmented reality. This was a couple years ago in an article that I read for school. Okay, so I realized I didn't turn the microphone on during that part, so you probably couldn't hear anything that I was saying, but that is a teacher that used augmented reality to connect students to students from the past that were at that high school during World War II, and by the end of the experience, they gained an appreciation for history a little bit more. And so I think what I want to show you could be great for connecting people to family history or connecting people to family stories. So again, this is going to be from the beginning of the process to the end. So let me show you a couple more examples of videos that I've done. I'm just going to show you little pieces here.
Tomorrow we're gonna have our Emma.
So we're packing things up and getting ready to go to the hospital, and we're gonna have our little baby girl.
And they've been checking her growth and checking her fluid levels, and things look okay, but she's measuring small. So she's 2 weeks and 2 days early.
Melissa and I found out just today that Dr. Spencer made an appointment for Melissa to be induced tomorrow. So that's just a piece of that video. And that's an experience in our life of having Emma, and that's actually the video that I showed in the picture frame using the augmented reality. And then watch what happens. And it shows you an example of a video that you can make. If you have a video that's like an anniversary or a wedding video or a family home video, you know that those could be really expensive to pay people to do. And so, again, I'm going to show you how to do this from the beginning to the end. Here's another example using family history. Here's a video I made documenting my own family history. When my wife and I were newlyweds, we moved to Bountiful, and a little while after we were married, we decided we wanted to start our family, and so we had a little baby girl. And my grandparents that live in Texas, far away from us, sent us a letter of congratulations on our baby. In this letter, they mentioned Amos Cook, that was a mayor, and we were like, who is this guy? He was one of our ancestors. But we looked him up, and he was the mayor of Bountiful, the town that we live in, for 2. So if you can imagine like a picture of this ancestor, Amos Cook, hanging up on the wall, and then using the augmented reality, and that video shows up, that could be a powerful way to do that. Other examples of using the augmented reality that I thought of could be, I've got a mission plaque here. And so wouldn't it be cool, this hangs up in our living room, wouldn't it be cool if you put this, your phone over this, and then a video pops up or images pop up of me as a missionary. And I think that would be a cool way to explain what a mission is to people who may not know that are visiting my home. Or let's say you served in the military, it could be the same thing. So there are a million different ways you can do this. And again, I've said this like 100 times already, but the idea is showing you how to make a video from the beginning to end, and then sharing it with a lot of different methods. You don't have to use the augmented reality, but you can. And if you just want to learn the augmented reality, you already know how to make videos, then you can just join in for that part. So let me tell you a little bit about how this is going to work and why I'm doing this. So like I said, this started as a class project. I had an assignment where I was supposed to develop curriculum, and a lot of the people in my program are teachers, and so they naturally just used curriculum for their classes. I'm not a teacher, and so I thought, what could I teach people to do? And I thought, well, my expertise is making these videos. That's what my undergraduate degree was in. I graduated with department honors in digital media, and I focused on video production. And so I thought I could really teach people how to do this. And so that's what I did. I had to get a small audience that would be willing to take my classes to show my teacher that this is something that people would actually be interested in. And then I was thinking, okay, I'm just going to develop the curriculum and I'll put it to the side. Maybe in a year or two I'll experiment with it and actually teach it to people. But then one of those people that I initially reached out to and said, would you be willing to do this class if I offered it? They called me just a couple weeks ago and said, are you still doing this? I really want to learn how to do this. And so it made me realize, wow, there's actually an audience for this, and they want to learn how to do it sooner than later. And so I decided that I would offer the opportunity to test this curriculum with other people, because I know that there's a lot of people that do want to make family videos, and they want to make them look a little bit more professional than something that they could just shoot with their phone. With that being said, the curriculum just requires a camera and a microphone and a computer, and that's it. If you want to do the augmented reality part, you have to have an iPhone as well, but just to make the video, that's all you need. And honestly, if you have a smartphone and a microphone, so maybe 2 smartphones, one that you could use for your microphone and one that you could use from your camera, that would be fine. You don't necessarily need to go out and buy a bunch of fancy equipment. You can if you want to, but I'm going to show you how to do it and make it look nice with just the things that you already have. So it will be really useful if you want to create a family home video or some kind of wedding video, but you don't have the money to go out and pay someone to do it, and you want to learn it yourself. Let's see. Oh, so another piece is that I already have a couple people that are going to be doing the classes, and we haven't decided exactly when it's going to start, but it's going to happen via live stream like this, but on YouTube with a private link, so only those in the class will be able to access it. And as a part of the curriculum that I developed for the class, there are assignments that I give feedback on, and I'm going to walk you through the process from beginning to end. And so I only really have the capabilities to do this with 10 to 15 people, and so it's going to be kind of a first come first serve basis. If there's a lot more people, I'll decide what to do after that, but only 10 to 15 people I have the capabilities to do this with. And also, if there's not as much of a demand for it, and there's not, let's say there's only 5 people that want to do this right now, then I may not ever do this again, and the videos may not be up online publicly. And so if you don't, I'm just saying, if you want to do this, take advantage of it now, because I may not do this again. This is just kind of testing it to see who's interested. Like I said, my friend called me and said, I want to do this. And so I just want to see how much more of an interest there is for people who want to do this. And if there are more people interested, then maybe I'll do future things after that, but there's no guarantee. So 10 to 15 people, and just gonna do it once. And then finally, if you've watched to this point, Crystal, I see that you're still watching. Thank you for supporting me. I would say please share this with anybody that you think might be interested, because you may not have the time to do this right now, and you may not want to do this, but you may know somebody that does. And so just share the link with them. And then finally, if you are interested, what I want you to do is just private message me. So private message me on Facebook, and send me your email address, and I'll put you on the list of people that are interested in doing this, and it's probably going to start in the next couple weeks. You can also email me. My email address is matthewhavertz@gmail.com. So matthewhavertz@gmail.com. And also, just as a bonus, I'll show you something else. The videos on YouTube, how to share them in different ways. And this really is geared towards people who are mostly interested in making family videos, but this can work for anything. If you want to make a video for a business, or if you want to make a video for entertaining purposes, it can be used for anything. And I promise it's not as hard as you think, and I'm going to walk you through the process from the beginning to end. I want to see how well I can teach this, and I really feel confident that I can teach you how to do this in the 5 lessons that I have planned to do this in. So thank you for watching. Please share this with anyone that you think might be interested in it, and I look forward to hearing from you. And just for fun, let's watch the augmented reality demo again, and then watch what happens. Do you see her? Do you see her moving?
Tomorrow we're gonna have our Emma.
So we're packing things up and getting ready to go to the hospital, and we're gonna have our little baby girl.
And they've been checking her growth and checking her fluid levels, and things look okay, but she's measuring small. So she's 2 weeks and 2 days early.
Melissa and I found out just today that Dr. Spencer made an appointment. I mean, can you imagine taking a picture of like your mission plaque, or the temple that you got married in, or your military service opportunity, or an ancestor, or a family vacation, and then turning it into a video, flipping through a scrapbook and putting your phone right on it and turning it into a video? That would be pretty cool. And it can be interactive too. You can pause it and then click to input, yes, I want to learn more, or what would happen if I did this. So that's something that we'll talk about if there's interest as well. Thanks for watching.